Hello and welcome to PCSL.com. Today we are going to set some list of items in a drop down menu, and after clicking those items we'll be adding those selected items to the chip. So for that we will create one application and we'll start with empty activity and name the application as chip demo. Package name will be com.pcsalt.example.chipdemo. We are using Kotlin and the minimum SDK is 21. So let's Gradle do the synchronization. We will be using view binding in our project, so let's enable it. So to do that we will open the build.gradle file, and inside Android we will create this block build features, and inside we have to write view binding as true. After that we have to sync the application and we can use the binding now. So to use binding we will use this private let init var binding, and the name of the binding class will be layout name with capitalized name and binding in the end. To use the binding feature we have to use this inflate method with the binding class, and we have to pass the layout inflator, and in set content view instead of the layout file we have to pass binding.root. So now we are ready. Here we don't have any root in XML, but we can use root, which is by default it is creating this element. The binding is getting the root element by default. We can use it in our classes. So our requirement is to display a list in a drop down. So I will be creating one autocomplete text view in which I will be populating a list of some items, and then after clicking on the items we should be able to display it as chip. So whatever is selected it should display in the chip. So let's start. We will be putting autocomplete text view inside text input layout. So first instead of this text view replace it with text input layout. I will be using this autocomplete to fill this thing, and we'll be putting the ID. So I use til underscore for every text input layout, so using this. So let's say we are calling these item as tags, and we don't need this text parameter now, so deleting it and adjusting the layout to match our requirement. So I will be putting this layout on the top of this layout, and using this autocomplete text view. So I'll be using app compat text view from this Android X. So just putting the properties here. I will be using outline box style for this text input layout. So let's put style property and type outline, and select text input layout dot outline from this widget material components style. So now let's move it to top of the screen and give some margin from the both ends. To move it to top we have to remove the bottom constraint and it will move to top. Let's give it a hint, tags. Since we want to display a list in the drop down, we should use exposed drop down menu in the style. So we will type dot exposed drop down menu, so that one drop down icon will be displayed in the end of this text input layout, and it will say this field is a drop down. So now we are ready, but yeah, we have to add a constraint chip group, so that all the chips will be added in this parent layout. So for to add a chip inside the layout, the parent needs to be chip group. The chip group property will be like, if we add any chip to it, it will auto expand in the any direction, like if we want it to scroll horizontally or if we want to scroll it vertically. So whatever the property we put, it will scroll like that only. So let's add it to the chip group below the tag autocomplete. So all the constraints are added, and by putting this margins on the start and end, now we are ready. Yeah, now we can start our implementation. The layout thing, the layout file is now complete. So let's go to the main activity and create one list. So the list will contain the items we want to display in the drop down. So we will be putting planet names in the list, and it will be displayed in the drop down. Once we select any item there, and it will be displayed in the chip. So let's put that planet name. Our list is ready. Now we have to put this in an adapter. So for that adapters list item, we have to create one text view layout first. So we're creating one layout. This layout will contain only a text view, so that the planet names can be displayed. I will be naming this layout as item drop down only. And the parent layout was selected as constraint, but clear out everything. So clear out everything, and the layout will have only one element, text view. So let's put all the necessary properties here, width and height. So mandatory parameters are done. Now let's put max lines to 1, so that it will be displayed in one line only. And let's put the style to subtitle 1, so that the text will be bigger, and it will look like list item thing. So the list item is ready. Now let's create an adapter, so that we will be displaying the list of these items, this planet list inside the adapter. And this array adapter will accept three parameters: context, the main activity context, and the resource will be the layout file we just created, item drop down, and the list of items. So it will be the planet names. Let's rename it to planet names. But planet list, yeah, planet list. So we're passing these, and once done, we will be setting this adapter to autocomplete text view using set adapter method. So binding.tit text tags set adapter, and the adapter is done. Let's run the application and see how it behaves. As you can see, the list of planets are now displayed in this drop down, but it doesn't look much better. But you can select this element, and it will be displayed inside the autocomplete text view only. So first we will increase the padding from all sides by 4 dp, so that every element will have some spacing between those, and increasing the text size to 16 sp, so it looks a little bit bigger. Now running the application, see it's, so now it's looking better. Now gapping is there, and it's better now. Now we will be adding on item click listener, so that every time we click on the element, it will be added as a chip to the chip group. So for that we will be doing the autocomplete text view tit text dot set on item click listener. Okay, I'll choose the below one. Yeah, so we'll be using the parent, we will not be using view, position we will be using, id we will not be using. So putting these as underscore, and let's start. So whenever we click this, first we have to get the name of the planet. To get the selected planet name, we will get the current position from the parent, and typecast it to string. So now we have selected planet from the list, whichever we have clicked on. So to display it on chip, first we have to create one method, so that it will be good to use. So add planet chip, and we will be passing the selected planet name. So here this method is now ready. Now we will call this method from the item click listener. Yeah. Now we can implement the thing, but before that we have to create a chip, so that we can add it to the planet chip, the parent chip group. So we will create another method, uh, and we will be getting the chip object from it, and that will we will be adding to the chip group. So we will name it get chip, and we will be passing the name of the name, which will be setting the chip text. So let's create one chip object. So it will be called by calling the chip constructor and passing the current context, main activities, this at main activity, and we will return this chip. But before that we will have to put the text. So we will put the chip.text equals to name, and now we will return the chip object. Let's add the return type chip to this method, and now this is good to go. We will use chip group on the binding object, so that will be not tit, it will be cg tags dot add view, and we will be calling get chip inside it, and in get chip we will be passing planet name. So now whenever we click on the any list item, the selected name will be passed to add planet chip, and inside add planet chip it will create one chip with the name of the selected planet, and it will be added to the chip group. So let's run the application and see how it goes. So now as you can see, the application is here, and when we are clicking on any list item, it is adding the planet to the chip group. But here you see Mercury is added two times, so duplicacy is there. So if you want to remove the duplicacy, we can also do that. And also the chip group is clickable, but nothing is happening. So we can add some property to it. So as you can see, this autocomplete text view is also typeable. So if you type anything, it will be displayed from the drop down. So let's see, if we type Mercury, so just after writing ME, it is returning Earth. So everything, whatever we type, it will be displayed here. So the list item is not completely clickable, matching the width to parent. So let's add the close button to chip so that user can close or remove the chip. So is close icon visible? That is the method name we have to call and set it to true. So if we run the application now, we'll see the close button is visible, but it's not functional. So let's move back and add a listener to this close icon. So to add a listener, we have to call set on close icon click listener, and on we have to provide the implementation to remove the chip from the chip group. So as you can see, it is the view is a passed in the listener. So this view is the chip only. So we will get the parent of this chip and we will cast it to chip group, and then we will call remove view on it, and we will pass the clicked view inside it so that it will remove the clicked view. So if we run it now, we will see, like clicking on the chip, it will close the, it is removing the chip from the chip group. So we are selecting. So after selecting, we can see, like when you click on the close icon, this is getting removed. So once we click on Mars and some other Saturn, so now clicking on the close icon, it is removing the chip from the view. So now the problem is we are using this chip dot and setting the property again and again on the chip dot. So what we can do is we can remove this and we can use the apply property, and using the apply method we will be adding all these things without using chip dot text chip dot is close icon visible. We will just use chip, we will just use text equals to name and is icon close icon visible equals to true, something like that we will be using. So selected everything and now putting it inside the apply block. See, everything is now simple. Now we don't need the return chip extra line, we will just return this object only and removing the last line. So using the power of Kotlin, everything is in readable and good. So now we have another problem, different clicking on the chip, clicking on the list item again and again, it is adding it to the view. So we have to remove the duplicacy. To remove duplicacy, we will first create one list which will contain the selected item list. So that is like simple thing. We'll just create one empty list of the selected planets. It will be an array list of a string. Again, I forgot to put the val. Okay, so whenever we click on the list item, first we will add it to the list. So selected planets dot add the planet name, and whenever we close the chip, we will remove it from the list so that it can be added later. So we have to get the text from the chip itself and remove it from the selected planet. So just calling the selected planet remove, and the view itself is a chip, so casting it to chip and getting the text using the text property. So now whenever we click, it will add planet name to the list, and whenever we click on the close icon, it will remove from the planet list. So now the problem is we are adding and removing it, but we are not checking for the duplicacy. So whenever we click and call the add planet chip, before that we will check if it is there or not. If it is there, then we will display a toast saying planet name is already selected, something like this. So writing toast in small, it will create a template with everything. So yeah, you have already selected the planet name, and in the else part we will add it to the list and making the toast as long so that it will be visible for a longer period of time. Now let's run the application and see how it turns out. So selecting the planet, let's say Mercury. Now selecting Venus. Now again selecting the Mercury, and now it is not added and toast is displayed. You have already selected Mercury. Now we are removing Mercury and selecting the Mercury again. Now the chip is added, and as you can see, duplicate entry is now not possible here in the chip group. So this is it in this tutorial. If you have any query, put it in the comment section below, and the source code will be available on GitHub, and it will be the complete thing will be posted on a blog also, pcsol.com. Both links are available in the description section below, so you can go there and check it out. If you have any request, you can post in the comment section below, and we will be happy to help. Thank you for watching.